Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a War of Brothers campaign for you. Our first match is going to be the Wheat Fields, followed up by the Outskirts. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So our regiments for today, on the CSA campaign side, you got the New York Volunteers, 6th Arkansas, 7th South Carolina, Evans Independent Brigade, 14th Tennessee, 7th Louisiana, 5th Alabama, 1st Louisiana Zouave Battalion, the Kentucky Outlaws, 20th Georgia, 10th Tennessee, Army of Northern Virginia, and the 11th Pennsylvania. Whereas on the Union campaign side, you have the 65th Illinois, 3rd United States Horse Artillery, 114th Pennsylvania, 1st Maryland, 27th Ohio, 8th Connecticut, 5th New Hampshire, 10th United States, and the Midwest Brigade. So server pop for tonight is 351. Union right now up by 11 initially in terms of artillery. Each side has the option. CSA taking 18, Union also taking 18 as well. So our imbalance of now 12 is the infantry imbalance in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today, representing our Union perspective, we have Hudson here from the 5th New Hampshire, and on the CSA side, we have Canada from the 20th Georgia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground. We're also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put it in the pinned comment of the video. Something else to know in the pinned comment of that video is last year, we did the awards, the yearly War of Rights awards for the 2024 year, and we're running it again. We're running it back for the 2025 year, and we need you all to nominate people and things for the various categories that we will have in the award show. So please fill that out. We'll send out the final form for voting for the winner at the end of this month, and then we will have the actual video presenting the awards late December. But anyways, Wheat Fields. Skirmishers can move out at the 45-minute mark. That's why you have some CSA groups already out here and Union as well. TKO on the B point. Looks like you have EIB, 2nd Texas in particular, alongside TKO capturing that B point. And then on the Union perspective of things, you got the Midwest Brigade and Baker's Brigade acting as the Union skirmishers getting the A point. Now the skirmishers, again, can move out right when the match starts at the 45-minute mark, and they can start capturing the points at the 42-minute mark. Meanwhile, the rest of the infantry, still moving at the quick time, can start moving out at the 42-minute mark. They will quick time until the 40-minute mark, which is in 45 seconds. Then they can start moving out at the double quick and the sprint. Something to note, though, is that no bayonets are allowed until the 30-minute mark.
Up and over, boys.
But you can still sprint. So CSA going for that B point. They capture it. 2nd Texas held back. TKO with the flag moving up to the C point. Going to be able to capture it and get a flagpole lead. Now the name of the game with Conquest is you're trying to capture a majority of the points. If you do so, like CSA is about to do, you deal a ticket loss, an automatic ticket loss to your opponent. And the thing is, even though both sides have a point captured right now, they cancel each other out. So no one's dealing any ticket loss to their opponent. You need to have a lead. So if you're up 1-0, you're dealing 1 flagpole's worth, 2-0, 2 flagpole's worth, 3-0, 3 flagpole's worth. But if it's 2-1, like it is now due to the capture of the C point, CSA is dealing 1 flagpole's worth of damage to the CSA side. That flagpole ticket loss that is prescribed to your team, which in this case, it's the Union right now, will deal more ticket loss to your team than anything else in this game, whether it be charging, independent firing, volley, whatever you can think of. So the number one objective of both teams is to always ensure that you have at least a flagpole lead. Union, main line, 65th Illinois, gunning it down to the B point, trying to get there to get that decap going. Rest of the Union team making their way down the road to the C point. CSA also sending some guys, not as many though. Meanwhile, CSA have a huge contingent fighting over this A point. Mississippi Brigade at 114th Pennsylvania for Union, getting completely shot down by A and V in front, and artillery as well, which you have NYV behind, decap and getting the cap. So it takes 30 seconds to decap or cap a point. If CSA can hold this spot for 30 seconds, they could get a triple cap to start off the match, which would be a huge start for them. Got 8th Connecticut in the front of the Union force. 6th Arkansas trying to get around potentially for a flank. Union popping shots. Missing a lot of them. Except for the flag bearer in the back. But Union's going to steamroll. 5th Corps. 1st Maryland joining 8th Connecticut. TKO exactly on top. You got 20th Georgia in distance. Again, this should just be a delaying action here. It looks like 65th got the decap at B, so that triple cap might not happen. But here comes Union. And Union's not even really worried on the point there. They just kind of stopped and are shooting it out here. I don't know why they're not going for a decap here. That seems like the move. They did get 2 CSA flags down. 65th, one on the beat point. CSA is going to get the A point sooner than later. And they're charging Union artillery out, because why not?
Hey, in the woods behind you. Southwest, in the woods.
And so 5th Alabama and 20th Georgia out in the woods. Union's not even going to bother and just charge them out. 8th Connecticut going in.
Take the rocks!
Shoot that fucking officer.
No shoot, man. Hold those silly bastards! Take the rocks! Get on the rocks and take... You missed, Yankee! You missed, Yankee!
The battlefield.
What a trashy fight song. 5th Alabama leaving. Go blue. 5th Alabama leaves. But, I mean, CSA on top of charging out that Union arty, it's going to let their infantry get a nice little push towards the B point here. 65th and 5th New Hampshire are going to try to hold this off for a certain amount of time. A and B's pushing at them. And so CSA is at least going to start to get a cap. Now, CSA is in a great spot. I mean, they've had the cap lead for a majority of this match, and you can already look at the tickets. They're up to 2/3 of a morale stage, roughly. But Union needs to take advantage of the situation they have. They finally do get the C point, but you've gotten 2 CSA flags down. Have a 5-minute despawn timer on that. So, I mean, CSA is unlikely to get this unless they full team send it, which their full team's very spread out or spawning in right now. But it's going to be a couple minutes, probably 2-3 minutes at this point for CSA reinforcements to get to the C point. So Union really needs to push down to the B point right now and try to secure it if they can. Which it looks like Union might be mounting up for that type of effort. You've got 8th Connecticut holding, though, at the C point with 27th Ohio.
That man is dead.
God, I love you.
And so there are a huge amount of numbers. That's I think the cool part of this event anyways is Union's side of the campaign is 5th Corps, very large group, especially 1st Maryland and 8th Connecticut. Probably 2 of the largest groups of the event. I mean, you could see in the intro that being the case. And also, CSA has a lot of tiny units, which, you know, it's just 2 completely different play styles. Union blobs up and they go around and they just swallow up any CSA that comes in their way. CSA has to outmaneuver and just, you know, try to capture as many points as possible to spread out this Union blob, because Union wins in numbers, which 1st Maryland's making a push onto the B point. A and B is going to be the initial ones to hold. You do see some CSA flanking behind, but it looks like they're going up the C point, maybe trying to get a flag.
Left oblique! They're on the stone wall, left oblique!
The Josie Wales.
And so
Keep shooting left
Union at least trying to get a decap here.
Northwest north.
Meanwhile, CSA just going into a shootout up top. A couple of those CSA guys who, this is 6 Arkansas, are getting one of those down flags. If a regiment doesn't have a flag, they have to spawn back at Maine, and that's a far ways away.
Rebels to their northeast.
Shoot the pistol, shoot the officer if you can.
And Union here outnumbering CSA.
Someone else.
They're going to be able to push them back. Looks like A and V got their flag out. Nice arty shot. That would have been great to have a little sooner, but that's the type of arty you need, and it's possible to get that on a map like this. I mean, you have the CSA gunners right up there.
There comes more of them.
Independent fire, boys. Independent fire.
So, Union will get the decap. Presume they will cap it soon. Union Arty's up here. We saw CSA charging that out sooner. And you know what CSA Arty needs to do is just pound on top of the point and just try to delay that capture of the point for as long as possible. So, the 6th Arkansas still alive. They picked up one of those down flags. Looks like they're just trying to run through and get them out. Not a terrible idea. Although, that flag might have just despawned because I don't see anyone holding it. That's funny. It's funny how that can work sometimes. Let's see. 11 PA, first LAB. Oh, he's keeping Arty distracted. I mean, that's going to be the advantage for the Union side as well, is Union's not putting any pressure on the CSA Arty. Again, you can argue if that's a good or bad thing. CSA is putting pressure on Union Arty. One thing, though, is that Union is committing all their infantry to one of these 2 points over here. CSA is going to be outnumbered because they're committing forces to the Arty. Now, you can argue if it's worth it or not. I mean, so far, CSA's up as they've hit Union into engaged. A&V respawn pushing in. Arty team kills, Rip Ninja, and Corn Pop.
Are you at a line, Jim? I'll come over.
But the Union guys that were here, I mean, I don't know if Arty weakened them or A&V just went in and wiped, but that was a pretty easy retake. Not really contested.
There's friendlies in the corner, but those guys down to the northeast, those are enemies.
So CSA will get a decap. I mean, again, we'll check our numbers at this point. Union's up by 10. Artillery-wise, Union has taken off a lot of their guys, so it's only 5 on Arty now. CSA having 19 now. And so, I mean, as a result, CSA is down 24 infantry. And they are winning this match, which, very impressive. Union has most of their forces, though, committed to the C point. I mean, they have infantry kind of helping the artillery, which they're not really using anymore. It's a good decision for Union to take the Arty off if CSA is going to commit forces to that. Not going to be able to do a whole lot. But they need to commit some more forces to the B point. 8th Connecticut's going to try to go in. 10th Tennessee on top for CSA.
On your right. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you, guys. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you. Behind.
Well, whack this sumbitch. Hit him.
And so CSA will easily hold that. But it does not feel like Union's up by 24 infantry right now. CSA playing a phenomenal match right now. And I mean, we've seen a couple of good hits from the CSA Arty. Nothing too significant, though.
10 seconds.
Granted, Union really hasn't been at the B point a whole lot. But looks like you got Union forming up. 3rd Usha, Midwest Brigade, for the most part. From their main spawn, looks like they're going to try to push down at the B point. I mean, CSA positioning, it's very weak. They're very spread out across the map. It's working for them so far. I mean, you have Union trying, I don't know if they're trying to cycle around for the Arty. Could definitely be that, or cycle all the way around to go through the Arty and get to the A point. That's 8th Connecticut. Or if they're just protecting this flank, who knows. But,
Let's go. That's pretty good. It's just a...
I mean, the thing is, Union's playing a very conservative round. Maybe thinking there's a lot of CSA in places where there isn't. And so, CSA having a good match so far. 6 Arkansas charge in. Very outnumbered there. They're going to get kind of wrecked. Midwest 3rd Usha is going to hit this point that 10th Tennessee and A&V is on top of. Here we go again.
Left, east.
Oh, man. Fuck you, officer. Come here, you Yankee sons of bitches. Get on the goddamn ground.
Oh,
And it looks like CSA is going to hold again. Good on them. That's a huge hold. Union is... They're keeping so many of their guys back here. Which... I mean, you get... Especially if you send a lot of your guys to B point, CSA could just sneak a group to C. But the 2 or 3 times Union's pushed at that B point, they've gone in at even numbers or slightly outnumbered. I mean, it's just, they got to commit more to it.
Roll it up.
I mean, at least Union already is going to be able to operate a little bit as CSA's kind of backed off from the Union guns. Look at that. This really makes me wonder what the Union was going to do that CSA stopped them. Well, they rolled 5 guns? That's a bit of ways down. I don't know if they're trying to roll them. I doubt they would try to roll them down all the way here. I mean, maybe they're trying to roll them somewhere over here to get line shots on the B point. I don't know. That's fascinating, though. Real fascinating. But Union's starting to make some moves from the C point. They're going right around this center CSA force, and you can see a couple CSA already flanking around. 2-pronged charge here. CSA right side here. 14th Tennessee and 20th Georgia being charged out by 8th Connecticut. They're just pulling back. Again, very outnumbered. Union just needs to commit with a lot. A little more of a contested fight, though, as 1st Maryland, 65th Illinois, 3rd Usher go in on A and B, EIB, 10th Tennessee guys.
They're in the car. They're in the car.
Bayonets and shift right.
But Union go down to taking losses down almost. They're down a whole morale stage. Some Union charge CSA already as well. 8th Connecticut is going to collapse down from the top.
Spread it out, spread it out.
And Union is looking to take this B point back.
Miss, boy.
Got your officer.
That's all.
Howdy. Boy, howdy.
I'm digging in
Got
your
your- no, you
butt,
didn't. No, you
Confederates.
didn't.
I'm
I'm still
digging in
alive.
your butt.
Let's go.
I'm digging in your butt.
Get down, get down, get down.
They're charging.
Look
Five
left.
braces.
Look left. They charge from the north. They charge from the north.
Brace it.
All right, they're dead. They're dead. Kill those last 2 assholes and the rest.
So Union finally able to take the B point. CSA, at least on the perimeter of C, but 10th US. And looks like most of 3rd Usher stayed back at the C point to defend it. But good move on Union. Something they finally needed to do, and they did it. I mean, you can just see CSA was spread out, and Union took full advantage of that. I mean, based on... Nice arty shot. Based on how this event... Again, the 2 sides, like Union's just big blobs, big bob. CSA is just a bunch of different tiny groups. You would think a map like this, where the points are a lot closer to each other, would favor the Union side. Just because generally, whenever there's an even engagement between both these sides, it's a lot easier for Union to win just because they're one cohesive group. CSA is a bunch of tiny groups, and sure, they can be together, but, you know, it'll be a little more difficult to keep the unity there. You have one unified voice on Union side, whereas CSA can have a couple different voices. But CSA already definitely making an impact, firing a lot of shots. They're just pounding this spot, and I mean, it's real nice for them. It's what we see on the railroad cut map, which hasn't been played in a few weeks, which I don't mind. But interesting little decap situation might occur. 5th New Hampshire's trying to get that A point. Some 11th PA guys here trying to stop.
They're wasting their ammo. They're wasting their ammo. Push, push, push.
You need 3 guys to get the decap. Meanwhile, CSA is committing their full team effort to try to retake this B point. They might have it, or at least starting the decap.
Hey, pick it up.
Artie's getting shots in. Union flag starting to pull out a little bit. And good effort from the CSA side. Union Artie, nice shot. It's right on the point. But it looks like CSA will eventually retake. A couple CSA guys are moving in on the A point from multiple directions. I mean, we'll see if they get a decap. This is a very spread out match, that's for sure. Let's see, can 5th New Hampshire get it off? It's about 10 more seconds. Oh, rip, he got shot. 14th Tennessee directly on top, more 11th PA. Down the half-stone wall. Some 65th Illinois guys are here as well. Just the 3 of them.
They're gonna blow you. We blow you, dude. Yeah, you got blowed.
And so good response here from the CSA side. Union punched him in the mouth. CSA punched right back. Exactly what you want to see from the CSA side here. Very, you know, coordinated push from a lot of different directions. Started off by CSA already really pounding in this corner. You can just see the fatalities from that Union Artie. I mean, Union would sure wish to see their Artie guys hitting shots, which they are. But, I mean, again, I assume they took the guys off. No, they have 12 now, so they added their guys back. The Union playing a little interesting game with their Artie. I mean, right now, initial imbalance is 14 in favor of Union's side, considering the artillery is a 22 infantryman imbalance, which makes me wonder, are they trying to, yeah, they've turned the guns. So Union battery operational again. Should be helpful to the Union side here, hopefully, with a lot more firepower hitting down that point. Because, I mean, CSA is operating a good amount of guns up here. 3, 4, 5, 6 guns. And I mean, Union, with the 3rd Husher going back to the Artie, is going to be operating, you know, 5 guns in total, at least that I can see. Or sorry, it should be 6. Yeah, 6 guns, so the same amount of guns. So they're going to have the same effectiveness, or at least fire rate, as CSA. Now, will the shots hit? They should. I mean, this is a pretty stable target. But this might be good for Union. We'll see, though. But they've got to act quick. Time is running out for the Union. They are really kind of moving around here, getting set back up. I mean, they are a morale stage and a quarter away from hitting last stand, their final stage. That meaning no more spawns for you. And no more spawns for you means you're not probably going to win, generally. There's rare cases where there could be a draw, but I mean, CSA, outside of a couple minutes, has really had a flagpole lead this whole time. And that's kind of been the difference. This event, the officers don't have a Steam chat, so they can't communicate with each other in an instant, and that just makes it more difficult. But, man, Union might be trying to swing over to the A point. They've turned 2 guns in that direction. CSA have a couple regiments already stationed at the point. Midwest Brigade starting to shift this way right now, and they run back. They're running a little pacer test. Meanwhile, 5th New Hampshire's tailed back to this right side with some 65th guy and 114th guy. Looks like Baker's Brigade and the 114th Pennsylvania is heading that way as well. Meanwhile, Union from C starting to make a push, but all of Union has abandoned the C point. Union flag down, and TKO is going to be able to get a decap. Union's going to be down 2 flagpoles. They have to win this charge at B or it's going to be over for them. Union going in a little spread out. CSA charging up on Union guns as well. Good distraction.
Just like keep the polite place. That'd be really nice.
Through the open field and not use that.
Come here, you blue-bellied son of a bitch!
Prepare to defend yourselves! Hold the line! Get him, get it. Welcome to Brixton, bitches! Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. Who fucking wants it, then? This is London, you fucking mug. Who wants it? Who fucking wants it, then, eh?
So Union getting thinned out. Really, that CSA barely took any casualties there. Wow, what a hold from CSA's side. Union making a little more push there towards the A point. CSA got that decap at C, and they're going to be able to capture the point. Union's going to be triple capped here in a second, unless something at A can change.
I mean, we cleared out half the group before you got here.
Second attempt.
Union does have a flag, which is good for them. Counterattack's begun. Union's losing 3 flagpoles worth. And Union either needs to capture a point or neutralize 2 of the points, which, I mean, right now, C and B point are pretty much in lock. A point will probably be taken back by Union here. They did end up getting a CSA flag down. Good job on Midwest, 5th New Hampshire, 114th PA. CSA from B point starting to gun it this way to help. 14th Tennessee in front. Some EIV guys mixed in as well. NYV shifting down that way. But, I mean, look at the tickets drop for Union. It's a 2 morale stage difference right now. That's insane. You have Union reinforcements starting to move down to try to assist at the A point. 30 seconds to either raise or lower a flag, so if Union, or rather CSA already can pile shots onto the point and delay it, it could happen. Outright counterattack hold to win the game. We'll see. Union has a smaller force heading over to the C point. CSA do outnumber though. B point is left wide open since the CSA side decided to full commit towards that A point. 65th Illinois noticing this. And they should be able to get a decap, and that should end the counterattack at least, but Union lost about a 1/3 to a half morale stage there.
Nothing wrong with the cheaper option.
Counterattack ends, but that was the death sentence for Union right there. There's no coming back from that.
Coming down the wall, right.
Get out of here! Get up over here! Over here! Yankees suck. Maryland, hold that guy.
I don't want to be shot.
So Union gets thrown off the A point by not a lot of CSA there. Jeez. I mean, what's the balance right now? Union's up. It's getting a little closer. Union's up by 9. Artillery's even. So, I mean, but Union's been up anywhere in this match from what we have right now. 9. What an arty barrage. Hello. It's been 9 to, 20, 25 man, I think, imbalance, which is huge in Union's favor. And the fact that CSA is finessing the Union like this is wild. I don't know how. Union should be looking at the numbers and realizing we outnumber the CSA by a good amount. Union's played a very overly cautious game for the situation that they're in. And again, that's props to CSA. CSA must have acted like they had a lot more guys than what they actually did. And so Union played much more of a conservative match. Union almost down to last stand. With CSA getting that A point back, it's definitely going to happen. They're recapturing B point right now, CSA is. Union's there. The capture points matter for the tabletop of this campaign that I do not know the specifics of. Maybe if you did this as a full-time thing, then I would definitely go to all the campaign stuff so we could get all those fun little specific things. Because these battles are more than just what we see here. But what I do at least know is that the amount of flagpoles captured at the end of the match, I think it's this one anyways, not Boy Howdy campaign. I mean, you'll watch 6 events and they all just kind of start to merge in with each other. Because, like, the similar rules to what we have at the beginning of the round, like no bayonets. You have similar things in the EU event watch earlier today, and then similar rules about when you could start quick timing, or start double quicking and sprinting, and Boy Howdy campaign. And the events have a little different stuff, and that's also a nice thing. It makes it unique. But for the tabletop, the amount of flagpoles you have captured at the end of the round matters for the tabletop. But at this point, Union, if they die, they don't come back. CSA wasn't able to get the cap, but they're going to be able to dwindle out the 65th Illinois guy, or sorry, Midwest guys who are here. which I think Union already just team killed there. A lot of the Union, though, forming up by their already kind of wrapping around. CSA starting to send a regiment to the B point to get that go in their favor. A and B heading that way now. And it's, you know, it's also been very cool. I've been, you know, watching this event since the start of this year. Used to watch Sunday night fights that kind of died out. It's starting to get more pop back, which is good. It's like the last community event meeting. Everyone just hops in and says, all right, we're just going to pick these maps. No rules. Let's just have a good time. Which I'm glad to at least see it come back. But at least I've been watching this for a year, and the strategies have definitely changed from both sides. At least I remember early on, Union winning a lot. It was very difficult for CSA since Union would just blob up and just run right over CSA. But CSA, especially in the past month or so, has really been starting to win a lot more battles. And they're winning battles very decisively like we've seen in this round so far. So huge props to CSA for a very well-played match. Obviously still have a match to go, and I don't think we've seen Outskirts in a hot minute. But it should hopefully be a good fight nonetheless. So you see as they counterattacked again. This game ends with that gold timer hits 0, or if the Union side gets nearly fully wiped. By that I mean, like, if there's 3 Union guys left, the round will end. But Union doesn't seem too interested in trying to dive bomb one of the points to stop this. I mean, maybe you have some CSA starting to move up through the corn by B. Maybe trying to find a Union group up here. It is 1st Maryland starting to shift around for the C point. CSA seeing most of the Union, though, near A are going to push that way. But Union's not making an assault towards the A point. 1st Maryland might be able to get the decap, though, at C. You do have some CSA positioned here, though. TKO, EIB.
On the right, Union.
Hey, Papa, Jeffy.
Left side of the road, you can see them coming. Here they come.
CSA is actually charging the Union up here.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
I only step like this.
Oh,
Nice Artie team kill. I won't call you out. He apologized in the chat. Hey.
Artie is dead, Artie.
What's the difference between friendly and enemy artillery? Friendly artillery hits you. And that's going to do it. Again, a huge round played by CSA. They were outnumbered by amounts that should have been an automatic loss for them. When you get about the 15-man inbound, it's too much to overcome. That's a whole another regiment on your side. And Union played very scared or just way too conservative. CSA was very spread out, and I don't know if Union was like, crap, they're all around us, we got to defend the point. Or what, but CSA played that round well. Union just needs to be a lot more aggressive there, because the one time they pushed through, they wiped CSA completely. Good first round. We'll see you all shortly for the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round. As you can see, the CSA flag bearers having a bit of a fun time here within the tents to start our match off. But as mentioned,
What you could do, is you could move to like the back of that line.
anyways, so skirmishers again are alive at the 45-minute mark. Infantry could start moving out at the 42-minute mark, which I hope that flag bearer can get out of the tent. Okay, he can. Good. Good for random there. But as they said, right, infantry moves out at 42 at the quick time until the 40-minute mark. Then they can double quick and sprint. Skirmishers can move out at 45, and they can start capping points at the 42-minute mark. So, EIB TKO for CSA got to the A point first. That is a real tiny flag. The silver outline, too, is unique. That's for sure. Interesting. Man, flags are so cool. I need to buy some. I say that, but I'm trying to say right now. Midwest and 114th PA, Baker's Brigade trying to pressure that A point. It'd be cool just to have a really big flag, though, hanging on the wall. It's just, flags are so cool. I don't know which flag I want to get. Maybe the USA flag, but who knows. But Union outnumbers. Again, this has been kind of a common theme tonight. Union outnumbers, but they're playing scared. And again, it's not like you're always going to know how many CSA are in front of you, but at a certain point, you just kind of got to go for it. But CSA has got this A point. You have the B and C point over here. Numbers for this match, 374 overall. Union only up by 4. Looks like maybe a little balancing occurred, although I don't recall who did. But both sides have artillery. Union's taking 20, CSA is taking 19. Infantry and balance is going to be 2 in favor of the Union side. Very, very scary. Very scary. And I mean, if last round play style for both sides is how we see this match, nice arty shot. CSA, with it being more evenly balanced, this is not looking great for Union. But, I mean, this map, still, it's pretty wide open. A lot more wide open than last match. Last match, you know, it's still pretty open, but not as much because there's corn and whatnot. But both sides gunning it for the B point. You have a CSA regiment going up top, or 2 rather, going for that C point. Meanwhile, charging at B, Union's not sending anyone to the C point. Only 65th is going in. I don't know why the rest of the Union is sitting back while they're just going in. Seriously, Union's only going to be able to take that if they go in together. I mean, I get maybe Union wanting to stay back and, you know, not put all their guys in one concentrated spot, but you're going to take losses going for that point, and you can't go in together. 8th Connecticut pushing up a little bit. Nice uniforms they have. Is this the 14th Brooklyn? Yeah, it is. Very nice uniforms. But you got 27th Ohio to their left, and CSA might get the triple cap. 1st Maryland, 10th U.S. sitting behind. CSA is going to get the C point. Union artillery guys ran up there. Their main battery is down here, but they ran up to the Boulevard Heights redoubt. Union infantry should be able to, CSA infantry should be able to take that. Meanwhile, 114th and Midwest are trying to push the A point, but EIB TKO holding well alongside CSA already getting nice shots. And you got 14th Tennessee moving over here. And Union's already down a 4th of a stage. This is sad. This is very sad. Union's playing... Oh. What happened to the CSA group attacking the C point? They just vanished. Huh. Maybe the group that was shifting up, which I think was this group, maybe backed off with the flag. I thought, because there was the 1st regiment without a flag. I saw a 2nd regiment moving. I guess they never went. That would explain that. But Union's now starting to make a move. I don't know why they didn't go in right away. 1st Maryland now going in with some 65th. Killing a couple NYV, holding on the rocks near point.
Alright, boys, the point, the point. Cap, decap, cap, decap.
Hey, A company.
Going decap. Hit this
left
music,
side of these
boys.
rocks in independent
Form
fire.
a line, form a
Left side
line,
of
those
those
rocking,
rocks,
form a line, independent fire those dudes, independent fire, boys.
On this line,
Maryland on this line, independent fire.
You see it going across the field, north, northwest, at that bush.
Bring it down.
And so, I mean, you can see CSA has kind of got to spread out fire all down to 1 point. CSA now sending a regiment off to the C point, which Union has not sent a single group with a flag to try to capture it. I don't get that. I mean, CSA's already up 2 flagpoles. We've been fighting for only a couple of minutes. What an arty shot. But I don't know why Union's not trying to send anyone to the C point. They're already there defending it too. Was Union assuming that their skirmishers would get the A point? They can just fight over the B point?
Maintain the independent, boys.
Keep an eye on those guys behind us. Make sure they're not shooting right when you stand up.
I mean, Union's sending more guys trickled in, but CSA's just got a lot of fire coming from a lot of different directions on one concentrated spot. I mean, CSA here is not going to be focused on these Union guys sitting back, because why would they? Right? The point is the only thing that matters. The point is going to be dealing more ticket loss to your opponent. This is just a curb stomping right now. CSA now making a push for that C point, and I don't know why Union's not even contesting the point. 20th Georgia, canister shot in there, only gets one. 6 Arkansas is holding back with the flag. Looks like 20th Georgia's trying to go in and get the white before any flags are lost. This campaign has really changed the past couple of months.
Alright, never mind the canyon, take cover.
Now 6 Arkansas is going to push in. CSA is going to get the point. Union's lost the match. They have no one at A. CSA is about to take the C point. Union is all grouped up here, which means they're either probably going to bonsai B or they need to start moving for A and C now, because CSA is about to get a triple cap, and 3 minutes is not a long time. It's not at all. And Union is splitting up. So you got 1st Maryland, 8th Connecticut, the 2 largest groups for Union, starting to push towards the A point with the skirmishers of Baker's Brigade Midwest at 114th PA. CSA should be able to see the movement and respond. Maybe they won't. I mean, they're up by a whole lot. You don't, even though it'd be nice to get a triple cap and end the night quickly, you don't need that to win. You're going to be up 2-1 in flags. So there's no need to fully send that or fully commit to, you don't want, if you're CSA, you don't want to overextend, get wiped, lose some flags, and give Union some momentum back. But if you can delay it, that could be a good thing. Union needs to fully commit. I don't know why they have guys stopping. 3-minute counterattack. Union has to capture a point or decap 2 points. Union pushing the C point here. They're outnumbered. They're not winning. That's out of the picture. And then B point here. They're not even contesting. I don't know what Midwest at 114th are doing right there. I mean, they might be seeing if CSA is going to fully push off the point to commit to it, but I mean, Union's going to get to this A point. This is, this isn't going to be the quickest oh my goodness, we can speak here. I remember the quickest conquest match was like 5 to 8 minutes at one point when it first came out. That was a wild night. But at least since that, this is the worst start I've ever seen to a conquest match. At least in recent memory. NYV's popping shots.
I don't think you're gonna get that flag down there, buddy.
Silly, you're on my peak, boy.
Rip it down, huh?
I was here first, bitch.
Nah, I was here first.
So they'll get the decap, but again, they have to capture it. Union heavily outnumbered. They're starting to push in. 1st Maryland going to hit on the side of NYV. They're starting to cap the point. Minute and a half.
I don't have a shot. I don't have a shot. Leave me alone.
Hey, can you guys not shoot us? That would be nice. I would not appreciate it.
Yeah, I got him.
Hey, you guys stay on that side of the fence.
And CSA already is just pounding away on the point. The few CSA that are here pounding good amount of infantry shots on the point. EIB here as well. 14th Tennessee here as well. Union's gunning B point. A point is lost with the flag down. 1 minute left. This, oh man, if 1 minute, it takes 30 seconds. If this flag, no way.
Good. Just keep grabbing it. Keep grabbing it.
Union's down a morale stage and a half. It's about 20 more seconds to get it up there. CSA infantry pretty much whittled down on the point. There's an arty shot. That's just canister. That one not even on the point. That one knocked them all down. It's going to stop it. You still got about 8 seconds or 10 seconds on it. 1 or 2 more arty shots could seal the deal here. There's a great one. 14 seconds. 10 seconds. It could still be taken. Oh, that canister shot missed. Oh, they retook it. Wow.
Pin of fire now.
Light it the fuck up!
That is very embarrassing for Union. I mean, wow. I mean, exceptional job from CSA, but man, Union sent no one to the sea point. Normally, how this map goes, CSA, their flip spawns for this. Normally, CSA spawn down there, Union spawn up here. Normally, though, I mean, CSA where they spawned, that's their save point. Their skirmishers got it. Union skirmishers tried to get it and failed. Union should have sent a group to get to the sea point. I don't know why Union never sent a group. And when they finally did, they lost the flag. And looks like they're about to be charged out by either 20th Georgia or 6th Arkansas. And now CSA is just kind of bunching them in, and Union's just sitting here at the A point. I mean, the past month or so, CSA slowly started to really win these. And tonight is the most dominant showing from the CSA side in this campaign anyways, that I at least remember. This is...
Shoot your fucking rifles! What are you doing, you idiot?
I mean, Union's now stopped at a corner. CSA just very much spread out. Union's only shot at this point is to get a triple cap. But, I mean, CSA has really been cooking up strategies to try to beat this Union side that has won a lot in the past, and it seems they found their formula. Nope, Union is charging CSA already. They've got to push. They can't sit. They're down 2 morale stages. They can't sit anymore. They have to be aggressive.
And you will face... I'm going to send you the meeting to Jesus himself. You know what? I'll do you one better. How about Satan himself, you demons? Come here, you son of a bitch.
And they go all in on TKO. EIB gets an absolutely phenomenal flank. Gets the flag down. And... Union might be dwindled out here. I mean, not all Union went up and charged.
Work together.
I mean, CSA has played a very scattered out match, but when they've needed to come together and like engage Union, they've done it at perfect times. We saw last round when CSA pushed in to try to commit to take back the center B point. They all pushed in together while for the most part playing a very spread out match. And we're kind of seeing the same thing here. I mean, CSA initially all kind of gathered up on the B point to mock Union, and look how spread out they are across this map. I mean, you would think with how together Union plays, they just should be able to run over the CSA, but the Union just hasn't done that. They've just played a very conservative match. I mean, what we've seen in the past from Union is 1st Maryland will get to a point. You'll have 8th Connecticut focus on another point as well, and they can usually lock down a point or 2 at least, and then they'll send skirmishers out to the 3rd point. But that just hasn't happened. CSA, unless absolutely necessary, usually avoids the big engagements with Union, and it's paying off for them in a huge way. Union almost down to breaking. That's 2 1/4 of morale stage down, and it's not going to get any closer. I mean, Union's just huddled down here at the A point. I don't know if they've just given up at this point and are just like, we're just going to hold the A point to the last so that we don't, you know, get triple capped and fully wiped. But they're all hunkered down, playing in a really tiny... They're really clumped up. And that's making perfect fire for the CSA artillery.
We have the entire Union here as a blob. Why do you not get aggressive and attack me? Oh my God. What the hell?
It's... I mean, Union's got to respond here with new strategy at this point. I mean, they all clumped up essentially the whole team in a little tiny area, and Artie's shredding them. One of the only times you will hear me say that. I mean, Union's sending guys to the A point trying, but they're just outnumbered. I mean, who do you got here? 8th Connecticut is at least sending some guys over here, but Union, the big regiments are trying to do what their skirmishers are doing. CSA, seeing Union fall back, push up. This is... I mean, the poor Union guy, if you're watching this commentary, you probably won't like it. It's like you watch a sports match and your team not doing so well and the announcers are just praising their opponent or crapping on you. It sucks. CSA's even starting to get a decap. 14th Tennessee have guys on it. I mean, 8th Connecticut's shifting. This is... I mean, Union Artie's on the way on the other side of the map. Looks like that 20th Georgia 6th Arkansas charge failed, but they didn't bring their flag, so it's holding up there. CSA sending even more reinforcements. No Union's contesting the B point right now. They're just sitting back and shooting out with some skirms. Ooh, some CSA charging in. A and V going in on 1st Maryland.
Hold them here. Hold this corner.
Hold the
Another one right here. He's reloading. There's 2 of them right here reloading.
And I mean, again, when Union's grouped up, they can beat the CSA, who are a smaller force. They just have never...
I hate the AJs! Come here!
So Union will make a hold. That shouldn't be a surprise. They hold with a lot of numbers. Oh. Flying over as fast as we possibly can. But Union on C point trying to get a decap. Very close. 8th Connecticut guys, but NYV assisting 20th Georgia and 6th Arkansas get the hold. And CSA still not engaged. Union just a must given up after that counterattack. There's no reason why they just sit like this at the A point if they're still trying to fight and win the match. Here we go. CSA ain't engaged. And I mean, on top of just the CSA strategy, except for that team. Huge props to the CSA artillery tonight. They pounded that B point last round non-stop, and it was very difficult for Union to hold because Union again is very clumped up, which you can kind of get. They're trying to clump up in the cover, but you got to spread out a little bit in that situation. It seems, especially if Artie's going to pound you like that. Artie's been pounding the Union so far right now on the A point. It's the easiest point for them to shoot at, but they're doing it very well. And they almost ended the round earlier in that initial counterattack. 1st Maryland and 65th are now pushing out, but it's only part of the Union team.
People must die. You must die.
Hold here, Maryland.
Hold here, hold here, hold here, hold here.
Alright, boys.
Irish snow.
Good shot, Snow Cactus. Uh-oh.
Hit that flag.
Hit that flag, hit that flag. Alright, get behind the bush.
No, mine now.
Just overshot.
We go to B right now. We can run them.
No, you missed because you're bad at the game. So now you gotta get pokeyed. Ah.
And cross guide's got. Oh, there he goes. I was like, he's dodging shots. And again, Union slightly outnumbered CSA here. About to not happen. Ah, finally! 10th US, 65th, and 5th New Hampshire making a push on the B point. Finally! Taking advantage of a point CSA's kind of abandoned. But it's too late. Union's about to hit last stand very shortly. No more spawns for them. CSA is going to be up 3 morale stages, and that's going to be it for the night. A very short night for War of Brothers campaign. A very dominant one by one side. But looks like Union, seeing that, are going to start shifting over to help defend. I mean, you could see the amount of guys that Union has. First round in front, 8th Connecticut behind. A point relatively weak now. I mean, the first round 8th Connecticut group, they're so huge. They can enforce their will if they want to. But now that A point is kind of weak, and I wouldn't be surprised if a CSA group or so just pushed in right on it. I mean, that's been part of the CSA strat too. First round in 8th Connecticut, they just leave a point. They just push in and take it right back. You're forcing these big groups to constantly be moving around the map, which, you know, these big 5th Corps machines, they're very good, but they don't always move the fastest. Holy. I don't know if that... the body parts that got flung off on that artillery shot rendered in the video, but man, that's awfully graphic. There was a, I don't know if this is still in the game or not. You can go into the terminal setting and, like, up your gore. And then when someone dies, they, like explode with blood everywhere. It's funny in a video game sense only. I'll clarify. 20th Georgia looks like they went in with 6 Arkansas, made a little bit of a hold. And exactly as I said a few minutes ago, or a minute or two ago, CSA instantly went in on the A point. And I mean, Midwest, Baker's brigade just trying to use some cover, but with some numbers kind of let that point just be decapped and captured. But they're very much outnumbered. They're not going to be able to hold up much of a fight. So if a Union guy dies, he don't come back. 8th Connecticut's charging in. But, I mean, this just goes back to the beginning of the round.
Oh, what a fail.
Union already nice team kill. At least they hit a shot, you could say.
Your own already failed you. Am I stuck in a rock? Oh, no, I'm not stuck in a rock. What the hell? Get out of here.
So, I mean... Oh, one more.
Rambo right over there. Look at it, south. Rambo piece of shit.
And I mean, it's... CSA has kind of turned this campaign into a race game. Whoa. I mean, it's just CSA is constantly moving, constantly decapping and capping points wherever Union leaves, and Union just can't keep up. And now there's obviously there's a little more to tonight than what just that alone, but that's kind of what we're seeing right now. It's just a race for the points. CSA winning that.
Man, if only you guys didn't lose by so much, huh? Shut up, you're dead. Shut up. Shut up, you're dead. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I mean, on top of that, too, Union has played a very, very, very scared round tonight. It goes to the beginning of the round. 65th Illinois was the only Union group to charge the B point. The rest of their team, outside of these skirmishers that were going for A/respawning at that point, they were the only group to go in, and the rest of the Union just sat back and shot it out. It's like, why are you all not going in there? I mean, they either trusted that 65th could get it, or they thought they could maybe shoot down CSA going in, but it didn't work.
I come in peace.
I represent the 6-7 community.
6-7.
I got you. Get back there.
Charge him out, boys. Counter-charge him. Counter-charge him. Get in there. Counter-charge him.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Keep going.
Why you running? Why you running?
Get over here. Get back here.
Oh yeah, we 6-7'd all over them.
Get stabbed.
They'll win the C point here. TSA is going to get that B point back, though. And they'll make their way over to the C point and call the night. But, I mean, Union was winning this campaign, like, winning by a good amount for a lot of nights. And it's taken time, but over time, CSA has started to come up with a plan that's countered Union. Which, you know, looking back on it, it's very cool to see. But now it's Union's turn to do the same.
We are the last bastion. We fight till die for liberty. Huzzah!
6-7.
Jeez, I better not ever use 6-7 as a replacement for Huzzah. That would be... Oh, man. Here they come. Huge props to CSA, though. They've been working on a new plan. I mean, when I've commentated with Killer past couple times, he's mentioned, you know, strategy changes that CSA has been trying to implement to try to help them win more, and it's paying off. It's also very nice to see something you work on for a good amount of time, you're making adjustments on, start to finally turn out well. It's a good feeling. But we always have next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that. The campaign will go on. Even if a season ends and one side wins, the campaign will continue. And I can assume these sides will relatively say the same. Union has time, and plenty of it, to respond unless the game dies. Which, this game is too unique to die. It might get lower pop, but it will never die. Game's too unique. Unless some competition shows up, then maybe we'll see. But nothing on the horizon for that anyways. Beakoff was the only real threat to this game, and it's a dead game now. Which was kind of unfortunate, because Campfire games actually started pumping out a lot of stuff, like character customization in this game. You can hear CSA guys, they're trying to capture this point for the sake of the tabletop, trying to not kill Union, which...
Just don't kill him. Body block. We gotta play rugby. Just block him. Just block him. Just block him. Don't kill him. Just body block. We gotta hold.
Anyways, well, that was certainly a match. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and our daily clips channel in the description as well. If you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link. I'll put it in the pinned comment. Check out the War of Rights Awards nomination form there as well. And I appreciate you guys. Could not do this without you guys. You mean the world. God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your night, and I hope your week goes well. See ya.